Hello everyone, and thank you for tuning in to the Secret Services Celebrity Psychic Readings. I'm going to be your reader for today, Quintari Shakir. We're going to be doing a reading on Jhené Aiko and Big Sean. So make sure that you subscribe to my channel. Please click the subscribe button if you're watching this video. Please click the like button. Please comment on this video, whether positive or negative. I appreciate it. Also, make sure that you subscribe to my Patreon account. My Patreon account has exclusive psychic readings that are not available on YouTube, and plus you get early access to all of the videos that I post to this channel a week early. Alright, so okay, so first, the cards for Jhené Aiko. The first card for Jhené Aiko is the Mystic card. This is talking about her having spiritual gifts and intuitive abilities. Specifically, I'm saying that she's clairvoyant. And I'm also saying that Jhené Aiko is very, very spiritual. She meditates a lot. I'm saying that she engages in a lot of self-care. Her diet is incredibly important to her as well. She may smoke weed, but I'm saying that she tries to abstain from lots of alcohol. I'm hearing that alcohol inhibits her ability to intuit. I'm also hearing that she enjoys nature, hiking. She has a very, very deep connection with female spirits. A lot of gentle, energy around her. Very cool temperature-wise, cool spirits around her. I'm also hearing that Jhené Aiko spends a lot of time studying different metaphysical texts, and she also might spend time reading the Bible. But I definitely know that not that I know this personally, but I hear it in my ears that she's into poetry, and reading is therapeutic for her. And words and language, sound, though, like her reading, her listening to sermons, her hearing someone with a beautiful voice speak, all of those things give her power. The Femme Fatale card is speaking about her. She loves femininity. She's deeply tapped into feminine energy. She has a very intimate relationship with feminine energy. Specifically, I very much hear like the color pink and light blue is important to her, or that she really likes those colors. And I'm also hearing that Jhené Aiko likes fruit. With that being said, all of this is telling me that she enjoys sweet things, and she enjoys the sweeter side of femininity, and she likes the sweet side of life. I'm also hearing that Jhené Aiko works incredibly hard to stay postured, not just physically, but postured in her behavior and centered in her. And I'm saying the word really a lot because her energy is very disciplined, and she's just very disciplined, very hardworking. She's the person that memorizes all of her lines and practices and practices and practices. The Marc card is speaking about her having this ability to kind of transcend what her for her. She's able to transcend her own boundaries. That's all to say that she may not have groundbreaking vocal abilities, but I hear that Spirit is saying that she's definitely, maximize her potential in all ways. Her physical appearance, she's maximized herself with her family. She's maximized herself with her personal relationships. She's maximized herself with her career. She's trying to maximize herself with her finances. She's maximized herself with her health. She's trying to maximize herself with her spirituality. In all those ways, I hear that she's someone that cares a lot about equilibrium, balance, parity. The hedonist card is speaking about is speaking to her again, her femininity, her like she loves motherhood. So she very, very much enjoys the idea of nurturing, caring for children. Romance and intimacy is cool for her, but she loves being a mother. And I'm also hearing that she lives like if she could, she would want to live a very simple lifestyle on an island underneath the sun, you know, all the time, and drinking coconut water. This Monk Nun card is speaking about Jhené Aiko being very controlled. Like she's controlled with her sex. She's definitely not promiscuous. I'm not hearing that, but I am hearing that she's, you know, her sex is anointing, and her sex allows for men to reach their highest potential in that Erykah Badu-ish way, that she makes guys better with her sex. But I'm really hearing that she's supercharged spiritually because she spends so much time acquiring spiritual power through meditation and prayer, exercise, clean eating. Her energy is electrifying for those that come into contact with it. I'm also hearing that she has a very deep relationship with her ancestors, like she talks to them all the time. Now for Big Sean, on the other hand, they're calling him a teacher. So I'm hearing that Big Sean has he knows a lot about music history. He knows a lot about sound engineering, music engineering, and producing. I'm also hearing that he knows a lot about vocabulary, rhyming, and he also knows a lot about sports. There are people that I think that he may be either training up or learning under him, and if he's not, he should be training younger people to people that are producing music. He should definitely be giving them knowledge that he's acquired about, you know, use these synths, you know, put this bass here. Did you know that, you know, back in the 80s we use this sound, so maybe you should think about incorporating this into this track because I think it'll help it be more solid. Change this bridge. I hear him. He takes a lot of creative control over whatever project he's on, and I think that the people that deal with him learn a lot. I don't think that he has the most. I don't think that his information is the most novel, but it is always useful. It is always useful. That's what makes Big Sean valuable when you're working with him musically. The Rescuer card is talking about him being a Captain Save-A-Ho. The Rescuer card is not speaking about Jhené Aiko being a hoe, but it's saying that he very much he's attracted to. In relationships, he's attracted to people that need help. So he may have been in codependent relationships before, or he's a man that likes to date women that are younger than him because they don't have as much knowledge about life, and they may be looking for a father figure. So he steps in and plays that role because it's easy. It's also talking about him. You know, kind of, sort of, not even kind of, sort of. He has Big Sean is I wouldn't say that he's emotional, but I think that at the bottom of his heart is a hole, and I think that, you know, you can pour as much into him as you want, and you might think that his heart is big, but really it's just a lot of things just leaking out. And I think that Jhené Aiko is probably helping to mend him in this way. And he might outgrow this Captain Save-A-Ho, you know, mentality. But I really do hear that, you know, being with women that are either younger or women that are hurt allows him to feel strong and secure in his position to lead in a relationship. The Athlete card is speaking about him having a lot of physical dexterity. He may work out a lot. Or if he doesn't work out a lot, then he should start working out a lot because they're saying that in his family there is long life. So his family will live to be of old age. And I'm also hearing that Big Sean, if if he dies of natural causes, he will live into well into his hundreds. In addition to that, this athlete card is telling me that Big Sean carries the world on his shoulders. So with the people that are around him, Big Sean is the center of attention. He is the center of attention for his family. He's the center of attention for his close friends. And I think that he supports them all financially and with his own guidance. This child card is speaking about him being tapped in, like he cares a lot about nature, hiking. I'm hearing that he enjoys motorcycles and NASCAR. But with all that being said, he really gets attached to environments where there's a lot of nature, like the California sun. Again, the beach. And I think that Jhené Aiko is helping to further develop his taste for that sort of leisure. The Saboteur card is speaking about him. This is what makes him opposite to Jhené Aiko. I think that he has a more realistic yet pessimistic look on life. He's not all wisdom and light. Big Sean is someone that is empowered through crude humor, dark humor, being mean, cattiness. That's sassiness. So with that being said, you can Big Sean, you can talk shit about him and he'll bond with you. You know what I mean? All that being said, I think the last little bit of information that I can tell you about Big Sean is that he's deathly afraid of his inner self, like his highest self. I think that Jhené Aiko is stripping away his prejudices towards spirituality, and he's definitely becoming more open to his. He's definitely a lot more open to. He's definitely a lot more open to just listening in his relationship. And I hear it as he's someone that even though he has a sense of humor and he's funny and easy to get along with in a relationship, he can always think that he's right. So now let's look into their relationship right now. So I want to look at their relationship as of right now, and I also want to see if they have marriage potential. Okay, as far as the quality of their relationship, I get the card for the Magician, the card for Prudence, and then the card for Valor. These three cards together are telling me that they are soulmates who are incredibly compatible with each other on a spiritual level. And I'm also seeing here that their relationship is alchemic in that if they set a rule, such as before bed every night we're gonna give each other a kiss. Jhené Aiko is like, well, this kiss will represent, our long-lasting bond. And they will kiss each other and they create magic together. And that's what holds this, that has been the glue for their relationship. The Prudence card is speaking about the foundation of their relationship being born out of a wise decision, the foundation of their relationship being built upon a wise decision. I think that they made a wise decision to focus on spiritual enlightenment while they are together. And I also think that they give each other, to the best of their ability, they try to provide each other with intuitive guidance and counseling. And then the Valor card is saying that they have an intense passion towards building this. They have an intense passion towards building this partnership with one another. I don't want to say that they don't have any issues, but they are an unstoppable force together because they love one another. I get the card for lust, the card for happiness, and then the Princess of Cups. This is speaking about Jhené Aiko being she's sexually attracted to Big Sean. And I also think that she may also, I don't know, but Big Sean may have an endowment that she's very pleased with. And in the bedroom, she likes his rhythm and his pacing. And I'm also hearing she likes the breathing in her ear. And with that being said, Big Sean is, outside of him being a great lover in the bedroom, he's also very attentive to her needs and her emotional needs. So Jhené Aiko uses her intuitiveness to create. She uses her intuitiveness to build a barrier between you and her. So she comes off very mysterious and alluring. And around Big Sean, she's like a 3-year-old child that doesn't know how to tap into that gift. And I'm hearing that that's what she likes. The fact that he makes her feel very, very human. The next few cards that I'm getting are the cards of the moon, the card for abundance, and now I get the card for the Queen of Cups. What this is telling me is that for Big Sean, and what she does for him is that she has helped him to be okay with where he is as far as his career standing. I'm hearing that Big Sean wants to be a more popular name. I'm hearing that she's made him be comfortable with where he is, because he not so much stresses out. He doesn't stress out about his standing in the rap community, but he worries a lot about it, such as, am I respected? Do people consider me fabulous, or do people consider me flow rider? And I don't want to teeter-totter on that line. And she helps to remind him that his fan base loves him for him, and that he's actually not trapped in those sorts of comparisons. So what she does for him is she uses her intuition and her hunches to soothe out his anxieties surrounding if he is an inadequate, if he's inadequate at becoming a superstar. And she tells him, you are a star. You don't need to be a superstar. You just need to be a star who does super things. That's how I hear her saying it to him. I get the card for peace. I get the card for luxury. I get the card for disappointment. And I'm seeing that for the both of them, the downsides of being in this relationship is that they can never do PDA. They have to do a lot of things private with one another. They have to keep things low key. She can't, he nor she, neither of them are able to express themselves publicly with each other. Their affection has to remain secret and hidden. And it's a double-edged sword. It means that no one is in their business, and they get to keep, everything to themselves. Even when their cup overflows, what flows out of their cup is still not for anyone else. The downside is keeping everything hidden means that they can't be assembled for the community. Their love can't be assembled to inspire for more love. You know what I'm saying? It's essentially, Jhené Aiko preaches about love and helping people to find love. But here you both are in this relationship that must remain hidden. So you can't model your love for other people to mimic. All right, so now I want to know, do they have marriage potential? I get the card for change, I get the card for gain, and I get the card for abundance. I think they might already be married, or No, I think they are already married. I get the card for the Knight of Wands, the Peace card, and the Queen of Cups. This is talking about a peaceful truce between them, surrounding marriage. The Change card, the Gain card, the Abundance card is speaking about something happening between them that creates for wealth or wealth building. So I think that they might be, they may be, either they are not, if they're spiritually married, they're spiritually married to each other for the purpose so that they can both get money together. Or if they're legally married, they're doing it for tax purposes. But I hear that their relationship is very tight. Either way, there's something. Sorry about that. Either way, there's something. There's something there with this marriage potential between them. There is a lot of marriage potential, but I'm hearing that they're already dealing with each other. It's like they have a spiritual union together. And the spiritual union is blessing them with career success, or they're already together and they're like, hey, let's file our taxes together, and so that we can get deductions. They are very much in love with each other. This Change card, okay, so if I look at the Change piece and then the Abundance card, these three cards together are just telling me that these three cards together would be telling me that Jhené Aiko is the one that kind of sort of determines the rules in this relationship. I don't think that Big Sean would mind going public, but I think that Jhené Aiko is the more private one, and I think that she's very private about this. She's private about her relationship because she doesn't want people to, she doesn't want to be known for that. She likes for her career to be separate from that. She doesn't want to be known for dating. Big Sean doesn't mind for people to know, but she wants that to remain separate. And she likes that. She likes that she's known for her secrecy around dating. That, you know, I know that she was married. I do know that she was married and then she divorced. But with all that being said, I think that they're already married to each other. And if they're not married to each other, they have a spirit. They went to a worker and they got a spiritual marriage to each other for the purpose of, and part of it was to attract abundance to them. Okay, so now I want to ask, will they have children with each other? It's going to take a lot of work. And Jhené Aiko, I don't think that she wants more children. I get the card for the High Priestess, the Queen of Swords, and then the Completion card. These cards are speaking about Jhené Aiko wanting more children, but not right now. Not until she's figured out her until she's figured out the perfect formula for selling albums and selling singles. I'm also hearing that her guard is down. You know, she's been talking about it. I think that Big Sean wants a child with her, and I think that she wants to give him one, but she's saying not right now. Although I do think that they're having unprotected sex with each other, and if should a child come about, I don't think that she would be against it. But I'm really hearing that she doesn't like to be her career. She doesn't like for her career to be discussed in the same context as her romantic life. And another thing is, having a baby means that she has to divide her attention between having a child and figuring out continuing to master this formula, and she's so close to getting it. I get the card for Swiftness, I get the card for the Sun, and I get the card for the Star. And I think that soon after she figures this formula out, she will then have a child with him, because then it benefits her even more. But having a child right now derail her career plans. I get the card for Valor, the Fool, and the Chariot. And these cards are saying that if she's passionate about having a child, go forward with it, but it'd be a foolish decision if she went forward with it, and it's ultimately not going to get her what she wants. But I think that Big Sean is very open to it. But I also think that his openness is born out of male privilege. The fact that he won't have to carry this child, he won't have to carry the child, and he doesn't have to think about restructuring his tour or designing his promotion plans. So the next question I'm going to ask is, what will their relationship last? So I get the card for Defeat, I get the card for Change, I get the card for the Emperor, I get the card for the Black Hole, I get the card for the Chariot, and I get the card for the Princess of Discs. What this is telling me is that their relationship, what this is telling me is that they may go through, I think that Jhené Aiko has moments where she has moments where she's in her head. She's so much in her head, so much she deals with the spirits and she talks to her ancestors so much that she's not all the way present. And I think that Big Sean loves love and he loves her attention. They 90% of the time they have emotional highs, but that other 10% is dry, and I see it as Big Sean gets bored. With that being said, he is busy enough. They're saying that he is busy enough, and it's if he's watching this video, I want to say that if you ever feel like she's not listening to you, she's really not. But Spirit is saying that their relationship can last, but it largely depends on Jhené Aiko securing her position in the music securing her position in this music industry. And it's as long as that is her goal, their relationship, they have, let's put it this way, they have lifetime partner potential. But if they were not to make it, if they were to break up within this next year, it's because Jhené Aiko couldn't give him enough time, and it was much more important for her to master her career than to master this relationship. Okay, so now I want to know about what was Big Sean's relationship like with Ariana Grande. I'm saying that their Spirit is saying that what we need to take from this is that Ariana Grande evolved, and she evolved and she matured into a woman after having dealt with him. Spirit is saying from the Power card, the Change card, and the Moon. Spirit is saying that Big Sean drew things out of her that were hidden. So what this means is that if Ariana Grande didn't smoke weed, before dating Big Sean, she smokes weed now. If Ariana Grande didn't listen to trap music before she met Big Sean, she does now. And he introduced her to things that she likes. Did she like those things? He introduced her to things that she didn't know that she liked. Okay, let's put it that way. And a lot of these things are sexual. I'm also hearing that the Black Hole, the Hierophant, and the Queen of Cups, he he taught her a lot about the music industry, but I think that he had to steer clear of her after she wanted to sign bad financial contracts or make, you know, poor contractual decisions. He's like, you know, I can't really stand behind that. And I know that there's an age difference between them, and I know that he was, well, not even I know. This is what Spirit is telling me. This is outside of my knowledge. I think that Big Sean was trying to keep Ariana Grande from going into the I guess the darker side of the industry, I guess. And once he saw that that's what she really wanted, he's like, you know, you're young. This is what you really want, and you know, these people are really interested in you, and they got more influence than you, and you know, that's just what you want to do. And because I see her as the Queen of Cups, very decided about what it is that she wants, following her intuition and her hunches. I'm also seeing where Ariana Grande, like, Big Sean was supposed to, like, he spent time listening to her music and telling her how to improve it and to make it more, I guess, not so much radio friendly, but how to really, really infuse an R&B sound into her pop music. And I see where she, like, she still wants to work with him. She still has an openness to working with him because he has a great ear for production. All right, so now I'm going to ask about Jhené Aiko's relationship with her ex-husband and what that was like. If you all have follow-up questions about Big Sean and Ariana Grande, please post them. But you know, I just pretty much just needed to know, you know, how did they end things. Now Ariana Grande, no, look, Jhené Aiko and her ex. Hold on one second, everyone. Yes, Marcus. 560. And I'll be ready in like 5 minutes. Yeah, because I gotta, I'm almost done with this video. Alright, bye. Alright, so, now with that being said, what was her marriage like? Jhené Aiko's marriage, she spent a lot of her mental energy trying to keep this marriage together. I also think that she was very unsatisfied with it sexually. I also think that she may have stepped out on him. There was some cheating in the relationship, okay? I am hearing that she cheated on him. And I'm hearing that I'm hearing that it's like, I don't think that she was emotionally satisfied, and I also think that Jhené Aiko at the time just wasn't as grounded spiritually as she is now. Then I think that there was love between them prior to them getting married, but once they got married, she saw through the illusion, and I feel like she stepped out of the marriage, but she stepped out of it's like this. Look, yeah, they were married, but I think they had been together for a while, and then she just had gotten a ring, so it's kind of like she's the girlfriend with the ring, and then if she stepped out, she's just gotten tired of things. But I don't think that she was the first to step out, nor do I think that she was the only person to step out, but I do see it as she stepped out. Now, the interference card and the ancestors card are all telling me that this infidelity coming about between them was necessary because her ancestors didn't want her with this man anyway. But I do see that she spent a lot of money in the relationship. The Hierophant card is talking about the divorce. Yeah, he was happy as hell when he got a divorce from her. For whatever reason. Why was he so happy? he felt like Jhené Aiko he feels like he's like, I knew you before the music. And he felt like she was a charlatan. He feels like she's not really about what she says she is because she stepped out on him. And he also, but I think nearing the end of the relationship, he started like she may have stepped out physically, but I think that he was trying to have a whole ass girlfriend on the side. But I think that she may have cheated just like in response to it. I don't know. I don't know how this timeline is playing out, but because this is all in his head. From his perspective, she's just a charlatan. I am seeing a woman on the side. In his head, she's a charlatan, kind of a con art, like a spiritual con artist. And yeah, the virtue card, the Queen of Cups, and then the debauchery card. He's saying that she's very passionate about tricking people into. She's very passionate about tricking people into believing that she's deeper than what she is. And he was happy to get out. He was happy to get out of the marriage because he's like, you know, now I'm available for a lot of women. You know. All right. So finally, the final card is, you know, what's going to happen for them in terms of their music. I'm going to pull one card for each and try to intuit what information I can. For Jhené Aiko, for Big Sean. Jhené Aiko, she's releasing an album. I think it is going to be, it may not be commercially successful, but the singles will be successful. The singles will make her financially successful. And Jhené Aiko, she should start thinking about appearing on a TV show like Empire, but definitely get into acting to increase your exposure for music. I'm hearing that people would be interested in seeing you. They would be more interested in seeing your music if you could either do your own reality series. That's not an ensemble cast. Do not get on Love and Hip Hop Hollywood. Don't get on. No Love and Hip Hop Hollywood. No Love and Hip Hop nothing. Okay. But they are saying that she needs to have her own reality show centered around her family. And do it on E, and definitely come public with your relationship with Big Sean. It will help you to sell your albums. It is like this. The spirit is like, here's a quick formula for Big Sean. He's new music may come, but I'm hearing that he's going through create music, dump it, create it, dump it, create it, keep it, create it, dump it. He's recording a lot of music right now, and I think that he's like, you know, I'm going to record 75 songs and give you 12 of the best ones. But he's things are very chaotic for him right now. But more music will come. For Jhené Aiko, I think that she has an album that's already out, or maybe one that's wrapping up, is what I hear. And it will sell a lot of singles. And she needs to think about acting and possibly a reality show on E. So that's my suggestion. Now, with all that being said, that's my reading for Jhené Aiko and Big Sean. I hope that you all enjoyed that. Please go to www.blackspectrumnetwork.com and purchase a private psychic reading. Also, you can go to quintarius.com to purchase that private psychic reading. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe to my channel. And go to patreon.com/Black Spectrum Network to get exclusive psychic readings that are not available on my YouTube account. All right, bye.
I just wanna fly away. First class out of space.